Not long ago, Ashton Hall looked like a self-made success story. After his lifelong dream to make it to the NFL was crushed, he reinvented himself as a devout Christian and a fitness coach. He lived by this one simple message: nothing good happens after 8 PM. Get to bed early, wake up early, pray, lift, repeat, and of course, he backed it up. He started posting daily workout clips to his Instagram, which was the beginning of his own online fitness journey, and for a while, it worked.
Remember Ashton Hall? His life is ruined now. We got one from Indart, and we're going through what's actually going on with Ashton Hall, the guy who went viral not too long ago within, I believe, a year. This guy got 17.5 million followers, you know? Crazy. Let's see.
He gained roughly 20 million followers in a matter of months.
20 million.
But now can't go a day without losing thousands.
I mean, did he script this? Like, how was he able to lie so quickly on command?
The billions of views on his over-the-top morning routines have simply vanished, and lately, people have been treating him as nothing more than a walking joke.
When he made that video on me, bro, I was like literally so heated. I was high. I was like, how could anyone even do this to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, just feeling like a victim, like crazy. Like, I was like, dude, should I sue this man? Like, all this other crazy stuff.
His signature line, "You can reinvent your entire life in 1 year," now comes with an $8,000 price tag, and somehow this isn't even the worst thing he's being called out for.
He has no...
Now, I've seen a few people basically saying, oh, because he's charging 8K, he's automatically a scammer and things like that. Now, with me, and what you're going to see throughout this entire video, a lot of the things that they're calling him out on, besides, of course, the fact that he claims he's natural where he's not natural, we can clearly see the guy's not natural, you know what I mean? That's all of me hating. But when it comes to, for example, paying for information, paying for service, etc., bro, that's something that I believe every single person should do if they have the means to actually do so. Because all of us, for example, or a lot of people, they go to, for example, university, or they take some sort of, you know, educational course, and they pay thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds or dollars, depending on wherever you're looking from, and they don't actually get what their money's worth, you know? I have a lot of people that went to university, and the degree that they actually paid thousands of pounds to attain, they're not working the jobs that the degree initially promised them, because the job market always moves every single time. But no one ever says, oh, university is a scam. No one ever says, you know, this educational course is a scam if it's done by, for example, an institution. Now, when we come online, of course, there are scammers and there are people that are doing the wrong, and regardless, we need to call them out. But there are also a lot of people that can create a transformational offer and help people out regardless. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that, for example, even I've paid for in the tunes of thousands, and it's helped me significantly within my life. And there's a lot of people that I know that can also testify to that within their own life as well. So for my audience and the way that I'm looking to build this channel, I don't want anyone to feel as if though it's wrong to invest in yourself and get education. But if you're not fulfilling, like we're eventually going to see within this video, then that's a whole different type of thing. You're just taking people's money. You're not doing anything and actually giving them the promise that you actually said you were going to give them. I don't condone that. You get it. But let's get back into the video nonetheless.
money whatsoever. He's poor, and so he has to continue to go on podcasts to try to prove to the world that he's 100% natural.
I'm Indart, and as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Not long ago, Ashton Hall looked like a self-made success story. After his lifelong dream to make it to the NFL was crushed, he reinvented himself as a devout Christian and a fitness coach. He lived by this one simple message: nothing good happens after 8 PM. Get to bed early, wake up early, pray, lift, repeat, and of course, he backed it up. He started posting daily workout clips to his Instagram, which was the beginning of his own online fitness journey, and for a while, it worked. He would post his shoulder workout, then his ab workout, followed by chest, legs, back.
And this guy got a crazy physique, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people are saying that the guy's not natural. I'm not an expert when it comes to that, etc. But again, I don't really know. You know what I mean? I'll be in the gym lifting heavy and stuff like that, but my physique is no way near this. Yeah. And a part of me thinks, like, can this even be achieved, you know, this muscle to fat ratio, etc., completely natural. I haven't really seen it being done in mass. Of course, there's cases of that being the case, but you guys let me know down in the comments whether it's the case or not, because I'll be seeing him going on podcasts saying that he's really natural. Is he? Is he not? Who knows? But the guy's physique is on point. Can't lie.
And repeat. Through years of posting these videos to every platform you can think of, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and even Facebook, it was no surprise that the message of discipline and self-improvement gained traction. But by the beginning of
And that's also a great message, you know, personal development. Become the best version of yourself. Do everything in your power to actually, you know, get better as a human being in terms of your mind, body, and soul. I'm all for that type of message. And I feel as if though he started well, but we see what's happening right now.
2025, he wasn't just a niche fitness guy anymore. This was the time when his entire brand blew up. He hit 1 million followers as people were drawn to the promise of a body transformation as possible as Ashton's.
I feel as if it looks natural hair. It definitely looks natural. Like, this can definitely be achieved, you know, within a period of time of just, you know, sticking to your diet and things like that. We've seen it time and time again. Or even guys that, for example, they go prison, you know, and all they do is basically just work out all day. Like, they achieve these type of physiques. But the current physique is crazy, bro.
2 million followers seemed to come quicker than the last. The mentality this guy had about changing your life started going viral. Fast forward only a couple months later, he'd find himself celebrating 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 million with practically no other videos.
And big up him as well, because the content strategy is ridiculous. I don't think people understand how much it takes to actually create a content strategy that other people literally recreate, and it becomes the entire trend. This guy took the world by storms. He had, you know, 1 billion views on multiple videos. It's crazy, bro. So the marketing genius and whoever came up with that idea, you know, it's very, very good. We can't lie, you know. But let's actually understand what's going on and why, you know, he's now not in the position he once was.
In between, he started averaging over 100 million views on his immensely early morning routines, with some even pushing over double. The format was simple. Wake up at 4 AM, hit a few push-ups at 4:20, by 4:40 he was journaling, watching motivational videos at 5, ice bowl the face around 6, sauna roughly 30 minutes later, then get changed and ready for a run at 7:30.
But you know why this works so well, right? Is because a lot of us that get into personal development, I remember when I first started personal development, I thought this is how you had to live. You know, I was waking up at like 5. This was when I was in like college, so I was around 16. Around then, I was more chubbier, etc. Obviously now in the gym a bit, you know what I mean? I was there, like, trying it. Still need to lean out, but we're there. But cool. So 16, I was waking up around 5. I was on the bicycle, because I had like a indoor bicycle, right? I was on that for literally like 30 minutes, no less than 30 minutes every single morning. Straight after that, I'll follow up with some push-ups. Straight after that, I would then eat like some oats, and then I'll try to eat healthy throughout the entire day. So I went from being a puffy individual into being so skinny. It was unreal, do you know what I mean? Then got in the gym, built it, you know what I mean? But to the point I'm basically saying, it was a case where I thought that, you know what, you need to wake up, then do this and do that, then do this and do that, then do this and do that. But when I speak to a lot of successful people I'm around and have conversations with them, not a lot of them actually live like that. It's more stripped back and way more simple. I think that's why Alex Hormozi, for those that know business and are into the business type of world, why his message blew up, because he said, look, F a morning routine, F a night routine as well. Literally just wake up. Obviously, he's not of faith, right? But I always say, wake up, you pray. Straight after that, literally, I think what he does, he gets coffee, he takes, I think, some nicotine as well, and then locks himself in the dark room and just works for like 4 hours a day or whatever. In the morning anyways, in the morning stretch. Then he bangs gym, goes and eats and stuff like that. Maybe I'm butchering it, maybe not. You know what you get. But that simple routine got him to a point where right now the guy's worth like 9 figures. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. So when I saw this type of routine, I thought that people would have, they would have known that, look, this isn't real. Like, he's just doing it for content. That's what content creators do, unless you're like a reaction channel and things like that, like what we got going on over here. You feel me? I don't know, but common sense isn't necessarily common, is it? I don't know.
Be back home by 8:30, banana peel the face at 8:40, look at how successful he is for the next 40 minutes, a quick ice bowl again, and it's time to start his working day. At first glance, there's seemingly nothing wrong with this. It's productive and gets a lot done before the sun rises. However, as many people pointed out, the very problem is, what does he do for a living? Behind the carefully crafted videos and motivational speeches he brang, there was something a whole lot darker. A coaching business built on big promises. The promises that you will get fit, get rich, and ultimately transform your life just like Ashton did. If you're keen on this course, the cheapest one you can buy is the Train With Me Gold.
Now, I feel as if though where he went wrong was basically creating a course that over promises like that, you know? From what I've seen in terms of successful, you could say courses, etc., is usually a way more stripped back, simple offer that gets people to a transformation that is, you could say, a bulletproof system. If people work the plan, they're going to be able to achieve the goal. Do you know what I mean? When you're now saying that, okay, people are going to be able to get rich, is it get rich, get fit, and what? Like, and transform your life. Like, cool, you can definitely do the fitness thing because at the end of the day, it's pretty simple. You know, calories in, calories out. It's simple, but it's not easy. Hence why a lot of us, you know, we go for these programs where, you know, why a lot of us don't even hit our fitness goals as well. You know what I mean? That's the reason why the fitness industry is even a thing. Do you get it? But, you know, creating a physical transformation for someone is definitely possible. Separate from that, getting someone rich as well, if you're doing a B2B offer where you're basically like saying, cool, your business, I'm going to help your business get more leads, or your business, I'm going to teach you how to replicate the same success I did. You know, you had a lot of people do Amazon FBA courses, and yes, there's a lot of people that failed, but there's also a lot of people that got bloody rich from that. You have a lot of people now, the new trend is like TikTok shop and digital products, for example. You're going to have the exact same thing with, you know, the AI rush right now, where a lot of people will purchase a course or go join a community, etc. Some win, some don't. Now, am I debating the morality behind that? No, I'm just saying this is just what life basically is. Now, maybe for a business owner, just in case you're someone that has a course or you're a coach or anything like that, I work with a lot of people like that, always understand that you need to create a transformation that's reasonable, and you know at the back of your mind that yes, you can deliver this for the client if they follow everything you're going to basically say. If, for example, you're over-promising now just to get people's money, then it's no wonder why people are basically praying your downfall. Do you get it? But let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree.
Will get fit, get rich, and ultimately transform your life just like Ashton did. If you're keen on this course, the cheapest one you can buy is the Train With Me Gold for $3,300. You'll receive...
And also it's a 12-month program, so you're in for an entire year. Like, I know people that pay $3K for courses and it's only like a 90-day sprint, for example. So, I don't really know what, like, it's being painted as, oh, he's selling a course. Do you know what I mean? It was creating transformations for people, but clearly it's not. Hence why I do understand why they're getting at him.
Your own workout plan, demonstration videos, a meal plan, and a few other things. However, if you're...
And also, what I would say with this, because I believe there's a few tiers. What I would say with it, right, the reason why people pay these high prices is because they're going to get direct access to whoever the mentor basically is. And it's seen to be more quality time spent with that type of person, more attention from the type of person. It doesn't necessarily dictate that, but it would suggest that, for example, you're going to be able to be around, you know, other people that can also afford these type of people, higher quality people, etc. That's what's supposed to basically happen. So I'm surprised that he wasn't fulfilling on that end. Like, it's generally, I know that obviously when you, okay, I don't know because I haven't blown up like that, do you know what I mean? But I can presume that if you get to the top very, very quickly, you blow up your social media like that very, very quickly as well, it can be extremely hard to basically manage. Do you get what I'm saying? So I understand, but it's not an excuse. You need to also make sure you're patterning your business.
$1,250 might be your go-to, as you instead will get one Zoom call every week. On a Reddit post titled, "What are your opinions on Ashton Hall? People seem to think his lifestyle is just for views and is fake. If he actually does live like that, it would be surprising since he seems to just be a fitness influencer and not making 6 to 7 figures in finance, tech,
Did he ever say that? I don't know. Like, maybe I need to watch more podcasts from him and actually understand what he said. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's made it very, very clear that, look, he's a fitness guy. Do you know what I mean? He's a fitness coach. He operates a fitness business. And even though, yes, he dresses up and stuff like that in the content, just because you're a fitness guy doesn't always mean you have to be, you know, in a tracksuit. You know what I mean? You could dress up to, you know, go and, I don't know, run something. I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm bugging and saying this, but sometimes Reddit comments and comments just in general is a bit like, guys, like, are we, I don't know, like, come on, guys.
etc., with the fitness part being a side hustle. Maybe that actually is his life. And if it is, the morning routine is probably an exaggeration. Like, who dunks their face in sparkling water every day? And it seems like they weren't alone, as dozens of comments went on to agree. I literally just stumbled across a short of his, then went and scrolled back through more, and by the end, all I could derive from what I saw is the face dunk, banana and honey, and expensive indulgence with no real clear picture of what he's got to say. He doesn't just lack substance, I found a zero substance. After 10 minutes of watching, I literally had to Google who the is Ashton Hall, which led me exactly here. Watching my dog eat grass is more interesting than this guy. For the
And this is where I'm not defending him, by the way, guy, but this is where I get confused, because I think to myself that, bro, you say, who the hell is the guy? You say, my dog's more interesting. You say all this type of stuff, but you're spending time on a Reddit forum typing in a paragraph, bro. Like, my people, them, or let me know if I'm bugging in what I'm saying, but if you don't care about something, you don't care about someone, you won't invest time and energy into it. You just move about your day. Do you get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's very, very interesting. But what do I know?
people that actually bought his course, many of the clients said that they didn't get at all what they ordered.
At first, it was pretty solid. There wasn't many people. We actually got some help from Ashton, right? And it was cool. After Ash went viral, things went downhill really fast. It was very clear to me that going viral scaled his business way too fast, past what the funnel and system was capable of handling. But instead of stepping back, working on the back end, they flooded the front end like crazy and left everyone in the back end out to dry, not fulfilling any services while continuing to collect more money.
No, that's what I disagree with that completely. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't do that, bro. You cannot do that. You can't take people's money, not fulfill on whatever you basically said that you're gonna fulfill on, and then act as if though everything's okay, because it's just simply not. Do you know what I mean? So, Ashton Hall, wronging for that.
Explained that the $10,000 one-on-one calls turned into 80 plus people just watching him, and that 9 times out of 10, it wasn't even him. It was just some random girls pretending like they knew anything.
Group calls turned into 80 plus people watching Ash when he showed up for calls, but 90% of the time, his babysitters, who are random girls with 2K followers who have zero, who never grown a brand or scale a fitness business. That's how it is in this industry. People prey on other people because they have the look. They look like they know what they're doing. They all you have to do in this industry to fool people is just to look better than them.
Such a shame. Such a shame, because I feel as if though he had a promising brand, and, you know, it was something that we hadn't necessarily seen, you know, this year, where someone's been able to actually scale that quickly, and also a lot of people had a lot of great things to basically say about him. It's a shame. It's really a big shame. So, Ashton Hall, please pattern up. I don't necessarily believe that the guy is done forever. If he's able to obviously rectify his mistakes, if he's basically able to also, I don't know, service people in the correct manner as well, the guy's not just going to go broke, you know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion, unless I'm ignorant in saying it, yeah? But, so wrong in what you've done, mate. Wrong and wrong and wrong. But my people, them, if you like the video, leave a like, it boosts up in the algorithm. Comment down below. I'm always engaged in the comments because we're growing the channel. I want to understand what you guys are thinking as well whilst we're growing this community. Outside of that, if you like the video and you like my commentary in any single type of way, either share it with a friend or subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.